At the present time, we are defining so much more than the survival of the species, and that is saying a lot. But we are defining whether humanity reaches its maximum potential or gets its closure at this time. So this is why this timeline is so central and so sensitive. The human original project, the ontological human project, is meant to develop into godhood, into the divine incarnate. The experiment of humanity is to integrate the maximum light within the maximum density that it can tolerate. And this is why we are called this temple, this paradigm is called Shevirat, because this is the whole point. The whole point is whether the vessel will break from the outside, thus failing, or will it break from the inside and unveil this crystalline body, this rainbow body, this diamantine butterfly, as we call it, of the divine incarnate, of the divine achieved through the process of incarnation, not afterwards, not transcendence after death, but within the lifetime, and being able to materialize and to incorporate all of the powers of godhood within a vessel. This is the the experiment of humanity. And at this point, humanity is making a series of decisions, or not all of humanity, which is worse. It's actually a handful of people have decided to take the human experience into their own hands, but not to worry, because there are two ledgers, and the spiritual ledger is more important, and it carries more weight. So that is an issue for another video, but it's not that like these people are going to decide, but they are making it rather difficult for humanity to liberate itself from the current constraints and to transcend into the new echelon, the next echelon of its evolution. Because we really are at the brink of an evolutionary leap, as we have stated multiple times. And this is the threshold that we're facing at the moment. So we need to be incredibly sober and aware of the decision that we're making at this time. We need to complete the evolutionary process, like I said, both individually and as a species. So this is the double knot that we are facing at the moment. And it's not an external random event. It's not like evolution is going to hit us in the head, but rather it's a decision, an internal, intimate decision that each one of us has to make in their soul. And so what we choose to do with the human ontological project at this time will define our place in the universal annals of history. Humanity, the human project, whether we steward it towards its maximum realization through the spiritual completion process of actualizing and activating the totality of the human machine, the totality of its powers, and evolving it, stewarding this process of evolution to its final form, or rather do we finish the project at this stage and it falls back into oblivion, like I said, into the annals of history like a failed project. So this really is it. This really is it, because it's not just about the possible termination of the particular human vessels at this moment, but the human project, the human template, the human blueprint as a whole in its ontological form. So this is what's at stake at the moment. This is why the stakes are so high. This is why we have the spiritual warfare and we have all eyes on us, and there's a ton of things going on, because we really are being briefed at this time of our current status and the decision that we are about to make. And the divine wants us to make this decision with the full information, an informed decision rather than a blind one. So This is why we are here to help convey this message of the critical importance of the decisions that we make today. And if you are one of the souls that are awakened, that are aware of this moment and its sensitivity in the grand scheme of things, in its place in creation, then you know that it's about an intimate decision process and about communicating, not waking up others, because that's very dangerous and rude. But yes, to lighten up your lighthouse so that we can find each other and complete this process as a species. We need a critical mass of individuals to do this transition together so that it is considered a success on a species level and not just a few individuals, and thus save the human project, the human blueprint, so that it may continue on its ascension path, on its ascension spiral towards godhood. This is what we are meant to do. And so, yep, this is our project, this is our intention, and you can check our resources on the GitHub library.